uh excuse you. How old is she again? Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, welcome. Mwah, mwah. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. If you're just seeing this face for the first time, you're a bit late to the party, but it's okay. My name is Oweya Jesiloba Grace. That is a mouthful. Oweya Jesiloba Grace. You can call me OJG, and I'm a new YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria. I just want to say thank you first of all to everyone for the love and support that you showed me in my last video. I was blown away. Like, if I had known that I was going to receive that much support, I think I would have dropped the video sooner. Thank you guys for the comments, thank you for the love, thank you for the likes, and for my new subscribers, thank you so much. God bless you. Okay, from the title of this video, you've probably understood or had an idea of what I'm going to be talking about in this video. I'm going to be telling you 3 things that I think that we should know if we're in our 20s. 3 things that I think that, you know, we just have to know. Like, it has to be in our head, it has to be in our brain if we're in our 20s. And you're probably thinking, excuse you, how old is she again? Who is she to like tell us what to do or how to think in our 20s? And you do have a point. Just calm down and hear me out. You do have a point. I feel like if you had watched my first video, you would have heard me say things like, we're going to navigate through our 20s together. If you're in your 20s, this is the channel for you. I feel like there are specific things that have been drawn to my attention lately, especially in the last year. And I feel like it's going to help a lot of us that are in our 20s. So I'm not coming like a teacher, or I'm not coming like someone who's got it all figured out. I want us to figure it out together. And while I'm figuring it out, I'm going to be sharing with you. So these 3 things, I just think that they are things that I have learned over the years. I'm currently 24, and I think that is going to help us. So please listen. Okay, I feel like in our 20s, you know, everyone just wants to be like the baddest bitch.
Bitch, bad bitch forever. I want everyone to look at me and be like, that my best friend. She a real bad
You're a boy or a girl, irrespective, everyone just wants to be the baddest bitch. There is an air of like pride, selfishness. Everyone is just like restless. Everyone is just like irresponsible. It's like, I'm 20, I got the time, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, however I want to do it, irrespective of what anyone thinks. I'm gonna live my life, damn the consequences. I'm 20, I'm young, I'm fly. I think that that attitude is in the air. I feel like it's a different thing if you look over your life, maybe when you're in your 40s or in your 50s, if you're not thinking, I can't believe I did something that stupid. What was I thinking? Loba, how could you be so stupid? And you're laughing with your friends. But I think that it's a different thing when you're like in your 40s and in your 50s and you're looking back over your 20s with regrets. Like, you can't even laugh over some of the choices that you made, because some of the choices that you made had such dire consequences that, you know, it really changed how the course of your life turned out. Like, some of the decisions that you made, some of the things that you got into, it just makes you, when you look back over it, you're like, oh my God, I wonder how my life would have been if I started out sooner. I wonder how my life would have been if I started out on the right course, if I wasn't stuck on a lie, if I wasn't that immature, or if I had invested into myself and all those stuff. So I do not want us to be like, to get to that age and then now like be having regrets. You know, we're supposed to, if anything, we did something stupid, we should laugh about it, not look back and start crying or start thinking, how I wish. I think that it's a very dangerous thing. It's a very bad place to be. Okay, the first thing that I want to say that you need to know, you need to take cognizance of, you need to know this for a fact if you're in your 20s, is that time is your most valuable asset. Time is your most valuable asset. And because time is your most valuable asset, you don't want to squander it. You don't want to waste it. When you consider something as an asset, there is a way that you work with it. There is a way that you treat it. You know, you don't just expose it to anything because you're trying to like protect it. That is how you should treat time. Time is the unit of destiny. Time is so important. And I feel like for my generation, like in this space and time that we're in, we feel like, okay, because we have the time, we're still young. We're like, okay, I'm just going to waste the time. I can do whatever I want to do because I have the time. And that is not the way to treat it. It should be like, oh my gosh, I have this opportunity that some people do not have, the older folks don't have. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm not cluttering my life with things that are purposeless, things that are just going to distract me from things that I really need to be focusing on. I'm going to treat my time like a precious commodity, and I'm going to expend it on things that are beneficial and not things that are just beneficial for like the short term. Like, okay, maybe I'm just going to get this Gucci bag. I said Gucci.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gucci, whatever. I'm just gonna get this Gucci bag, or I'm just gonna get this, I'm just gonna get that, and I'm gonna feel good about it right now. Like, no, you gotta think long term. Some of the most important things in life, like knowing yourself, knowing God, whether you're starting a business or launching out in a career, all these things require time. It takes time for you to know yourself. It takes time for you to know God. It takes time for your assignment and your purpose to be birthed, for it to mature into something beautiful that people can celebrate. So you don't want to waste time on things that are not useful. There are certain people that we see in the world today that we celebrate, and people say things like, oh my God, it just blew up. Like, oh my God, this person just went viral. Oh my God, this person just, came out of nowhere. And in my mind, I'm like, no, they didn't just come out of nowhere. I don't think anybody just comes out of nowhere. When they were doing the work, when they were using their time for things that were beneficial, things that they really cared about, you didn't know them then. A very good example, The Voice Nigeria just ended like 2 weeks ago or so, and Naomi Mark was one of the contestants on The Voice Nigeria. And then I was watching YouTube, and then I saw like her old videos, like when she was 18, when she was in her 20s. Okay, I think she's still in her 20s, but when she was in her like early 20s, like she was, blazing. She was making sure that she was learning, she was going for different competitions, and she was just learning. And she had started this thing from, and that's why like when she sings and she sounds like a powerhouse, it's like, oh my gosh, where did you come from? But she was investing the time, like she was making sure that she was using time for things that were useful. So nobody just comes from nowhere and just blows up. Somewhere in the secret, somewhere in the back, well, they were putting in the work, and then they were using their time effectively. Time is something that cannot be easily recovered. I'm recording this video August 5th. This time that I'm recording this video, after this time, I'm not going to get it back. So time is something that can't be easily redeemed except God steps in. It's not like money that you can lose and then you work for it and you get another money. You can always get money, but time, you're not always going to have the luxury of time that you think you have. So always think of your time as your most valuable asset and expend it on things that have value, especially to you. What has value to someone might not have value to somebody else. So it has to be about you. Okay guys, the second thing that I think that we need to know when we're in our 20s, or if we're in our 20s, is that comparison is a curse. Comparison is a curse. You don't want to be comparing yourself to anybody. You can admire, you can be inspired by others, you can be happy for them, but do not compare yourself to anyone, because everyone is on their own journey, everyone is on their own race, everyone came to this life differently, and we're also going to live this life differently. You can have like 20 of your friends, maybe all of you went to high school together, you went to the same university, but I guarantee you that at some point, you're going to see that everyone is running a different race. Some are going to seem far ahead of others. Others are going to seem far behind. But one thing you want to remember is that life is a marathon. It is not a sprint. Except you're trying to die young. Are you trying to die young? No. So you got to remember that, there's still a long journey ahead. You can't be comparing yourself to, oh, this person just bought a car, or my friend just got married, or oh, she just started a business and I'm here, I'm a loser, I'm not doing anything, and you're just sad. like you don't want to be doing that, because comparison is a curse. The first thing that's going to happen to you, if you're constantly comparing yourself to others, especially when you're in your 20s, is that it is going to steal your joy. It's going to steal your joy, and when your joy is stolen, you're just going to be a shadow of yourself. You will not even have the passion, you won't have the energy, you won't have the drive, you won't have the enthusiasm to pursue all the things that you're meant to pursue, because there's no joy, there's no zeal. You're just like, I'm done for, I'm finished, all my mates are ahead of me. You don't want to be caught in that trap. Another reason why I think that you should not even get into that trap called comparison is because comparison would have you trying to be like someone else. It would have you waste your time that you could have used. It's still tied to the first point. Time that you could have used to know yourself, time that you could have used to discover yourself, to date yourself, to know what you like and what you do not like, to know what your passion is, to know what your assignment is, to get to know God. You're going to get caught trying to be like somebody else. You're going to get caught trying to do things that they do, even things that you do not care about. You're going to waste. You don't want to be like 30 and then you figure out that you've wasted 5 years of your life trying to be someone that you are not, trying to be someone trying to get people to like a version of you that you don't even like, that you don't even believe in. You need to just focus on yourself. Just focus on yourself. I'm doing something right now. Let's say I'm doing an assignment and I'm like, just my eyes just like this. When do you think I'm going to be done on the assignment that I'm doing? You're not going to finish on time. So just make sure that you are focused. And another thing is, you don't exactly know what's going on in their life. Everything could be like popping and perfect on the outside, but you don't know what is going on inside their lives. So just focus on yourself. The third thing that I think that you need to know when you're in your 20s, there has to be a brain rewiring, is you are responsible for your life. This is probably my favorite thing that God actually showed me. Cut out the blame card. Oh, my uncle did not give me a chance, that's why I'm here. Oh, my mommy did not do this for me, or the government. Like, nah, bruh. You are an adult. If you're in your 20s, you're an adult. You have to take responsibility for your life. You have to be responsible. It will help you a great deal, especially when you're in your 30s, when you're in your 40s, when you're older in life, because we kind of think that we can just do whatever we want in our 20s, and then when we're in our 30s, there's just a switch that we can just turn on and be like, okay, now I'm going to be serious, I'm going to be responsible. It doesn't work like that. If you're not serious about being responsible, all your dysfunctions are going to carry over to those years in your life. So when you're a mother, you didn't learn how to be responsible with your finances, you didn't learn how to be responsible for your life, you're still going to carry all those negative habits, all those negative attitude into your later years. While you're in your 20s now, start to train yourself. Be responsible. A responsible person knows that whatever actions or inactions that I take, whatever I'm doing or whatever I am not doing, there's a consequence for it. A responsible person is thinking long term. A responsible person is not going to do something now that would damage their future. A responsible person would not be lackadaisical about so many things, lackadaisical about your finances, your relationships, knowing yourself, being self-aware, being emotionally intelligent, knowing God for yourself. You have to be responsible for your life, responsible for your health. It all starts now. Because while you're in your 20s and you're insulting people who are in their 40s, who are in their 50s, who are in their 60s, like, oh, such a failure, such a loser, you don't understand that time is like going down the drain, and before you open your eyes and close it, all the time has gone, and you're now the one that is there. Where these people used to be, you are now there. You're now the one that's in your 30s and in your 40s, and then your own children of the younger generation will be looking at you like, what did you do with all the time? You do not prepare for battle on the day of battle or quarter to battle. You prepare for battle before the battle even starts. So this period when you're in your 20s, I feel like it's a preparatory ground. It is time for you to prepare for the journey that is ahead. Because life can be pretty serious, and if you're not ready for it, it could just really hit you in the face and you just lose balance. I don't know about you, but I feel like God has deposited certain things inside every one of us, and we have our own part to play to bring those things. If the deposited seeds, we have our own part to play in partnership with Him to bring those seeds to fruit level, to make sure that these seeds mature to something that is good and everyone can see and give glory to Him. He's invested things in us, and he's not a bad businessman. He's going to want returns on those investments. So I feel like these are the things that just like ginger me. And I'm not saying like your 20s should not be used to chill, because like of course you have to chill, but I'm just saying that there should be that sense of responsibility. I think I'm just going to end the video right here. If you watched up to this point, you're an OG. Thank you very much for watching this video. Are there videos that you would like to see from me, like specific videos? Please make sure to leave it in the comment section, and I'll make videos that you want to see, because I'm primarily here to serve you. If there's certain kind of videos that you would like to see, please leave a comment. I would make sure that I do this kind of videos for you guys. And please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share this video. Do it now, do it now, do it now, because it helps me, it helps my channel. Like, comment, subscribe, yep, share the video as well. Thank you guys so much. Love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah, 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 mwah.